Alright, so this is my King Vegeta starter deck, 6-hit combo deck, we call it. So 1 copy of the leader, 4 SS Blue Vegeta Resonant Explosion, 4 Vegeta Devastating Alliance, 4 King Vegeta the Insubordinate, 4 Vegeta Exploding Weakness, 4 Kaioken Goku, 4 King Vegeta Commending Support, 4 Nappa Super Combo, 4 King Vegeta Dynasty, 4 Unending Awakening, 4 Violent Rays, 3 Piccolo Jr. Descendant of the King, 3 Senshin Ryan of Calamity, 3 Jiren Legend of Universe 11, and 1 copy of Super Saiyan 3 Scramble. So I went with a red-green arrival strategy. We'll be showing you the 6-hit combo. It's pretty simple and straightforward, nothing too special, but it is still noteworthy. The leader, permanent. You can't include non-Saiyans battle cards in your deck. So I'm still not sure if the Saiyans this says Saiyan plus Vegeta's lineage. I don't know if that prevents me from playing them, or the ones that says Universe 7, because it says Saiyan / something. So I don't know if this will prevent me. But the way I'm reading it is you can't include non-Saiyan battle cards. That means the card has to be a Saiyan to be included. Not only a Saiyan, but it has to be a Saiyan to be included. I'm going with the fact that these do have Saiyan in their special traits, so they can be included. I originally in this spot put in Bodyguard Electric. I was like, oh yeah, I can free body. During the stream, somebody pointed out that why is Bodyguard Electric in there? And then I immediately thought like, oh yeah, Saiyans only. or stuff that's saying Bodyguard Electric is not a Saiyan, so I couldn't use it as a god. Alright, so yeah, so I took it out. Then I put in a Vegeta counterattack. It's a green, double green Vegeta. But then I took it out and I replaced it with this. I originally had Nappa Break Cannon in the deck. Also took it out and put in the Gogeta for Gogeta, for the Gogeta arrival plays. Okay, yeah. So for the rival play, let's see. Just because it was more useful when I was playing for the deck, I was thinking like, oh man, maybe wish I could arrival. And I need something better. Like I had this to arrival, but it's like it's only a 10k. It's like I need something stronger. And this is 20k double strike, and so there's a combo that obviously utilizes these cards. Plus, it's always good to have a battle trick. Alright. Active main, which I used a lot in the gameplay. Once per turn, choose 1 card from your life. Alright. Add 1 card from your life to your hand. Look at. So like I was saying, when you look at the top 5 cards, up to 5 cards from the top of your deck, and then choose 1 red or green Saiyan card among them and add it to your hand, or a King Vegeta's Dynasty, which is this card, the field card, which you need to awaken, by the way. That's an important detail. And then shuffle your deck. So I definitely use this effect a lot. The leader doesn't draw, but it definitely tries to search out for combo pieces. So to make up for the fact that the leader doesn't draw, that's why we have Piccolo Jr. in the deck. He would give us, it would be our draw engine to make up for that. And the deck that I went up against was the hand, Lord Slug hand control deck. So this is definitely very useful against that leader. Unfortunately, when I was playing against the leader, I did not draw this card. That really sucked. Needed it, didn't draw it. Would have definitely made a difference in that duel. Second. Make sure this still working. Alright. For the combo part of the video. Alright. I'm not gonna go through the whole entire the effects of all the cards, just want to point out certain specific details. So the leader, when you have King Vegeta's Dynasty in your battle area and 3 or more cards in your energy area, so you can awaken on turn 3. You may draw 1 card, switch one of your energies to active mode and flip this card over. And on the awaken side, active main once per turn, choose one of these abilities. First effect you can choose is you may choose 1 red or green same card in your battle area and place it into the owner's drop area. If you do, draw 1 card, and this card gets 5k power and double strike for the duration of the turn. So that's good. Obviously, what you do is you'll attack with your battle cards, right? And then trigger this effect to send the battle card to the drop, so that way you can get the 5k boost and double strike and draw. And then, so that's one thing you can do. So we have 20k double strike that you can try to take advantage of. And then his other effect is choose 1 battle card in your hand with an energy cost of 2 or less and play it with the skills negated for the turn, and then draw a card. So it's up to you what you want to do with it, right? So that's nice. So you can do a whole bunch of stuff, attack and all that good stuff, and then trigger this card's effect to choose the King Vegeta commanding support, for example, and then play it for free. Of course, this blocker skill can negate for the turn, but that's the whole idea. Because on your opponent's turn, you'll get blocker back, so it's a little irrelevant. We do have 12 2 drops, Nappa, King Vegeta, and the other King Vegeta. So those are targets that you can use to play this. So that's with the leader. As I said already, King Piccolo help you. Not King Piccolo. Yeah, Piccolo Jr. at the center of the king. This is to help you draw, to keep your hand size nice and thick. That's mainly what we're using that for. Since Shenron, this will help you with its +1 ability to help you clear some of your opponent's board, so it's somewhat of a board wipe, but also the ability to -2 to look at your opponent's hand and rip something out of their hand is extra useful, especially with the fact that this deck can do a lot of damage. You definitely want to use this to look in your opponent's hand and rip something out. Plus, you want to be able to plan ahead, see if you can predict your opponent's lines of plays based off of what you see in their hands, and then plan out your end game based off of that knowledge. So this was one of the things I was thinking about, like, oh, this would be useful to play, rip a couple cards off my opponent's hand for like 2 turns to try to set up this play. But you definitely want to use this, right, to rip like Godzilla and Trunks and stuff like that. So that's the other reason for this. So you want to definitely hit stuff like Godzilla and Trunks with this. That way, when you try to go for your rival play, or any of your other plays, but your main, your scramble, your SS3 scramble play, you don't want it to get God sealed because it doesn't have the flex, so it is vulnerable to counterplay. So you might want to get rid of counterplays using this. So that's the thing there. Jiren, good because of his his -3 ability. His auto definitely can come in handy. But being a 20k double strike, very useful because you can literally knock off markers real quick off of unisons with this. The fact that you can obviously attack the opponent with this and hit them hard. And get more double strike, which is always good. Got to get them down to 2 so you can finish them off with scramble, right? For example. What else? King Vegeta's Dynasty. It's a negate, so keep that in mind. It's a negate because its second auto allows you to switch one of your red energies to rest mode in order to send this to drop to negate an attack. So that's an important detail. So you might want to keep one red energy up just so you can use this card to negate. Because other than that, once you play it, all it does is you play it unless you play a 2-drop or less Saiyan. And we got a couple targets for that. So you could use this to deliberately play this King Vegeta. That way you can use this King Vegeta obviously to block an attack, and then use this effect to rest one of your red energy and then negate another attack. So off of 2 energies, you can negate 2 attacks by playing this and then this. So that's something you can do there. And another thing you can do, obviously, like, it's not the greatest play, but let's say you play this and then you drop like this Vegeta, for example, and then you swing with it. Then of course you can use this to protect it. That way next turn you can, on turn 3, well, technically on turn 4, you can try to use this card's swap skill. Swap into this Vegeta, which is a 20k with the alliance skill. So it'll get double strike, you'll get to draw a card, and then you gain power equal to the battle cards you use to play this. So of course this synergizes pretty well with Gogeta because 20k added to this makes it 40k, plus a Nappa makes it 50, all that good stuff. And let's see what else. Or wipe on your opponent's turn, or wipe on your turn, plus barrier hate, floodgate negate. This acts like another violent raise, basically. You negate an attack, and then your leader gets 5k power for the duration of turn, so it's like a Senzu Beam for red Saiyan leaders, and the leaders are red Saiyan. So floodgate negates is the way to go, right? This is pretty cool because you combo with it, and after you combo with it, you play it into your battle area, and it's a blocker, so you can potentially stop 2 attacks with it. So that's a really good selling point. Plus, it's a 2-drop red Saiyan, so you can obviously search it out with the leader's ability, and play it through King Vegeta's Dynasty, even through the leader Awaken effect. You can play it, all that good stuff. Nappa, after you combo with it, it plays. So combo with this, you play. Combo with this, you play. You can play this for free if you're a rival. So basically, if you play Nappa, obviously because it's super combo, you play for free. Then you can play this for free, so you get 2 10Ks for free, and do some stuff like attack. Obviously, scramble. It has arrival for 3 red, 2 green. Unless you have like a really good turn 1, like unless you have the 6-hit combo turn 1, you'll more likely charge a multicolor energy turn 1, and then turn 2 on a red color energy. That way you can definitely play your Piccolo right off the bat, or play your King Vegeta's Dynasty, and go from there. And then on turn 3, you could play a multicolor energy, or just play a mono red energy in case you want to drop your unisons. And then at some point you want to make sure you have 2 multicolors in play, and then the rest will just be regular red energy. So that way You have 2 greens, 3 reds to be able to a rival play this, and then deal your opponent 2 damage when you play it, and that should be more than enough to end your opponent out. And not much else to say. Let's get into the combo. So here's the combo. Technically, you're only going to need 4 cards, not 6, but still want to show a opening your hand. So you're going to need Gogeta. You're going to need King Vegeta, 2 Nappa super combos, and at least 1 red energy source. So we'll just charge the. Our opponent goes first, right? We go second, so we get to draw. So now we have 7 cards. We charge a card. Let's be a little bit realistic. Wouldn't charge that. I won't play that, so I'll charge that obviously in a real match. So I charge that. Then I can use the leader's ability to add a card from my to my hand. Look at the top. 5 cards. Won't be surprised I get another Nappa super combo if I do. Yay! That just adds more damage to the speed. See, told you. Oh, damn, there's 2 of them up here. Well, I will grab 1. Let's turn this into a 7-hit combo. So, obviously, the more Nappas you have, the more damage you could potentially output. So, let's see. Shuffle. Shuffle. At least twice. But, yeah, it doesn't matter because I'm not going back in there anymore. Alright. So, our hand's extra thick. So, now we have Nappa in our hand. Alright. So, but the likelihood of you getting 2 Nappas super combos is much higher than if, getting 3. I just so happen to end up getting 3, right? So you'll just swing with the leader, right? Because you want to be able to pull off the combo, so the opponent doesn't negate. Play your Nappa, which lets you automatically rival this for free. Right? And then bang, 20 damage. This is the board for free. You'll swing with. It doesn't matter which one you swing with. If you swing with one, you combo with Nappa, right? And we'll drop the. We'll save that. Yeah, we'll save. Yeah, we'll save that. So you do this, bang, 20 damage, hits the field, right? Swing, combo, so another 20, swing at your opponent. This time you do a rival. Put that out there. So you dealt 3 damage, and then of course this is the field. So you dealt 3 damage so far already. Right? 3 damage so far. Swing with this. That's 4 damage to your opponent. So they have the ability to awaken, so they could awaken and become 15k, which will make it hard for this to attack. Now, if you had a battle card in hand, you could combo. Just gotta chart. Remember, for Gogeta, you need 1 red, so that's why we charge the 1 red for Gogeta. We got to pay. Alright, so we pay the red to get the Gogeta out there. The King Vegeta, we don't have to pay. That's a free arrival. So we get this out here, and if we want, obviously we can go 20. We can go 30k double strike, right? Because right there is 2, 4, 6 damage. 6-hit combo right there. Or if we have another card in our hand, that we could combo, then we can swing in, right? Combo the 5k, and then hit our opponent for, at least hit him for 1 damage, right? And then, 20k double strike. But that's on how you set up. But you more likely would just get something really simple. You might not even have all these. Let's say you don't even have these Nappas, so let's go with the idea that you only these 3 cards, right? Everything else you can't play till, let's say they're all unisons or something. Alright, swing, right? Nappa, which lets you play this for free. instead of waiting right there and then, you instantly double rival of a 1 Nappa super count. So then the 20 goes through, hits the field, right, and you got 10 swinging, that's 3 damage, and then they're still at 10 now, right? They haven't they're at 5 life, so they can't awaken, so they're still 10. And swing 20, bang. Now you drop them down to 4. To 3 life. So you knock them down to 3 life, and right there, just with these 3 cards, and the leader, of course, that right there is a 5-hit comp. But with the extra, Nappa, you can do 6. But just with these 3 cards alone, King Vegeta, Gogeta, and a super combo plus the leader be enough to do at least 5. But I was like, hey, if you throw in an extra Nappa, you can at least do a 6-hit comp. And of course, the more Nappas, the more potential damage you can do. And see you in the video.